It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause real recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties. On the industry advice, I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine,
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying in to Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And off we go from Dallas. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 26.
Opening play, and Dak's going to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. And the Ravens are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. Well, Brock, if the goal was to set the tone that you're going to be aggressive all game, I would say mission accomplished. But it might be tough to connect on a lot of those against a defense that came ready to play.
Yeah, they were not caught off guard for a second, Kate. They know this offense likes to be aggressive, and dare I say, they may have been expecting that deep shot on the opening snap.
And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. That was Micah Parsons making that play. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Lamar now from the gun. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Middle.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
DC, ready?
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Gets this one to Andrews. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Turpin with a return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yeah, Perry.
1st down, here's Dak. Getting out to his left. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Roquan Smith with the pick. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. So now it's 13-zip, Brock, and they've got to be even happier knowing that multiple phases of their game contributing to this lead early on.
Yeah, I'm going to guess the defense probably not going to keep up with the offensive scoring touchdown for touchdown, but you can't script a better start.
Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. Turpin with a return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
There we go. 26.
Here's a give up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense up to the line fast.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1. This one falls incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away the next time, or he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
26.
Back to throw, here's Dak. And the streak continues, another one hits the ground. Intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And now they're left with 4th and short.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. He connects downfield on 4. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
26. 26.
1st down, and they go right back to him. He finds some space again. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. It's a 2-score game early. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time for our second quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. Throwing on first is Prescott. On the move, headed right. The throw is caught. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Dowdle. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Cowboys make it a one-score game in the first half. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on first down, they go right back to the ground and score just one play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that first down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond that 30. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Report.
First down, here's Lamar. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it's second down coming up. Lamar off the play fake. He's got Andrews. A lot of mess on the move here. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 13-point lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 16. And they finally bring him down after a huge return into their territory.
I remember these feelings running on the field after a great return like that, Kate. It almost feels like stepping into a batter's box with runners on base. So much of the work has been done ahead of you. Now you got to go deliver.
Here we go.
First and 10, Prescott. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a one-score game in the first half. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Chooses to bring this one out. And his choice to leave the end zone going to cost him a small chunk here as he's out shy of that 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Jackson. Complete Derrick Henry. And he's brought down for a loss. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Ravens in possession. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Free play here. Let's see what he does. Dumps it off to his running back. He breaks the tackle. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A quick slant here, caught by Andrews. Into the red zone. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the 16. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Ferguson there to bring it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Driving across the 15-yard line. Is in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys make it a one-score game before halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Hardy on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Jackson now on 3rd. That's likely on the quick slant. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets them 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Yeah.
1st down throw for Jackson. That's taken in by Henry. He's contained at the line for no gain. Now is Micah Parsons making that play.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the 2nd half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Jackson throwing here. Henry on the catch.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and you get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Henry. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Now is Micah Parsons making that play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4. Back to throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Jackson's going to throw again. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL. And especially in the second half, you have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
They'll run here on 1st down. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Travis Jones, the man in on that tackle.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Still going past the 40. And he's finally taken down at the 39-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
There we go. Right take. 26.
Back to the well again. Pushing for the red zone. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Cowboys start the second half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys tie us up 28-all. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Dumped off to his running back. Free inside the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They go play fake with Jackson. And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And it sets up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Henry. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. He's back to throw. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a fourth-quarter lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. A fourth for him in this game, and one more ties the record. Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7.
Cowboys 28. Justin Tucker, the kickoff to Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Turpin with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 26.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Working quickly here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and
Here's 2nd and 7. Chased out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
26.
Looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
1st and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He completes it in traffic. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Lamar back to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He'll get this to Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Ravens feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
No, we changed it. Sit up.
Lamar throwing again. The throw is caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Hey, middle. Sit up.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's on the move. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown! So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.